Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Fanstoys 44 Thomas, their version of Astrotrain. So here he is in his robot mode. And so, what I've got to say here, and I've said this a couple times before leading up to this review, as well as with other reviews of the same type, I'm not transforming this figure. And the reason for that is I spent $400 on him. In my mind, money well spent. I will not complain about the price, but I don't get paid for my videos. I purchased this thing off of eBay, so I can't just return it to the store. You know, if I were to buy it for $400 from BBTS, let's say, and something breaks or some paint scrapes, guess what? I can call them up or email them and get a replacement. Or send it back, get a refund at the very least. They're, you know, almost universally, all of these retailers that deal with the third-party companies, they're really good about it. Most of the time they have spare ones on hand that they use for parts. You know, like, oh, my left arm broke. Cool, we'll send you a new one. Somebody else calls, oh, my left leg broke. Cool, we'll send you a new one. You know, and you just alternate the pieces. That's, you know, that's how most of these companies do it. And so if, you know, it's not necessarily about the cost, it's about the replacement cost. If I didn't have to fear replacement cost on this guy, I would do whatever you guys want me to do. But since I have to worry about that, you know, I'm not going, you know, and, you know, somebody criticized me on, I think it was the Cyclonus, you know, saying like, you know, oh, other people have the balls to review this figure and you don't. And it's like, again, difference between aftermarket and paying late tax, or buying it from retail and knowing that you can get a replacement. Big difference there. You know, a good example of that is the Starscream. You know, a lot of people were breaking their Starscreams. A lot of people did. Lots of QC issues with him. So I purchased him. He was a pretty penny. What was it? You know, close to 300 or something like that. I don't remember. I transformed this guy half a dozen times without even thinking about it. I had a blast with it too. But my point is that even though knowing that he could break, I was like, cool, I'm not only gonna review it or transform it, I'm gonna review it while doing it. So it's not that I don't have the balls to do it. It's the fact that I don't have an extra $400 to spend on a fucking toy. $400 on the first one, fine, whatever. It's a pill I was willing to swallow, but I'm not going to spend $800 on Astrotrain. Not that big of a deal to me. Sorry, guys. Now, if I made, you know, $200, $300, $400 a video of these things on YouTube, then, you know, sure, why not? But I don't make a penny on any of this anymore. So it's just, sorry guys, I can't justify the risk. Anyway, so let's talk about the figure. So he comes with the little collector card, instruction booklet, which obviously I'm not going to look at. He does come with this alternate chest piece. So if you're wanting more of a toy look, you can just plug that on, and that looks pretty good. You know, I've gone, since I got him, I've gone back and forth from that look a few times, because I had the, you know, I never had the G1, but I did have the Chug one. And he was white, I believe, the first one version, and I think he had that the original classics Astrotrain, and I think he had that piece there. So So it's just one of those, it's like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. But this is more of the old cartoon look. So it's up to you how you want to display them. I think either one works. He does come with a set of tracks, which are pretty cool. So like if you had him in train mode, obviously you can put him on the tracks, but then you can also bend this up, rotate this over, and I believe this piece here comes down, and then these pieces here will come out. They're kind of hard to get out without fingernails. There we go. So those come down. They will plug into holes here and here, or here and here, whichever you prefer. Okay, and then you can get this out, and these will come out. And come down, and they plug into these slots here and here. So if you've got him in space shuttle mode, he sits all right up on top. So it's pretty cool that they come up with a design that allows you to do both alt modes. So pretty cool. I dig. A for effort. And he also comes with an alternate face. We'll show you how to do that. So he's got the stoic face, and then he's got an angry face. And I believe you you pull the crest off, and then that will allow you to pull the face off. So you got angry face, stoic face, whichever you prefer. And then you just plug that back in. Plug that crest in. And there you go. Alright. Now, for the figure, it also comes with the gun. This does fold up. All painted in this flat gray. Looks great. Feels great. It's just something about, that premium finish. It just sets it apart from other things. Looking at you, Voodoo Toys. Oh, like I said, I love that Ironhide, but if it had a premium paint finish like this guy does, I think it would really sell well. So the figure itself, he's overall he looks pretty good. A few kind of nitpicks I've got for him. It's like I think this section here could, 1, lock in a little bit better, and 2, clean up a little bit better. But then again, what do I know? I mean, seriously, what do I know? I did not transform him. I don't know. Like, maybe there's no other place for it. They probably did the best they could. He's also got a lot of kibble on the back, of course. But that's all good. That's all good. He's got this piece here, which I've gone back and forth on whether or not to leave it up or leave it down. It doesn't make a lot of difference robot mode wise, but like when he's standing there, he does have that little bit there. I kind of like it, rather than it just sitting there like that. I kind of like having that little, just an extra little spike. But he is painted, he's painted with that gray finish the whole way. I think only exception would probably be the hands. Posability wise, head is on a ball peg, it looks like. No, it's a universal. So it goes left and right, up to there, down to there, no side to side because, like I said, it's a universal. Ratcheted shoulders. Out to there. The wings do get in the way. You're not going to get this all the way around. It does come out to there. And I don't think there's a butterfly. Bicep swivel, works fine. Double bend elbow, works fine. The swing's coming up. It's all sort of, it's like coming apart a little bit. Wrist swivels. There's a hinge at the ball, or there's a ball hinge at the thumb, and then there is a single digit hinge there. And then each finger has 2 points of articulation. So, pretty much fully articulated fingers there. Waist swivel. It's not going very far because it gets caught up on everything. Hips. Let's see, he's got the hip skirts. Fold those out. All the way up to there. Back to there, you ain't getting further. Friction out to the side. And loosey-goosey. Oh, now it's not going to do it. There it goes. Let's see if this one does the same thing. Yeah, a little bit. Not as bad. Thigh swivel. Ratcheted knee. And then the toe or the foot does have a rocker. And yeah, and a little bit of a tilt. I don't like when they do that nice finish for the bottom of the feet, because what that causes is him to slide, especially on my glass shelves. It's just kind of not that great. And he doesn't clean up very well. I mean, again, he's trying to do 3 modes here, but... And one thing I want to point out, because I've hated this for a while, and I left this on just so that I can show you guys. Why do they have to put the QC stickers on the toy? How hard would it be to slap that on the box, or maybe onto the instruction manual, or maybe on the styrofoam that it comes out of? Why does it have to go on there? Why do I have to deal with this residue? It's like, if I want to put stickers on my toys, fine, but don't put stickers on it like that. It's and now it's probably gonna have that residue on forever, because I don't want to go out and get like some sort of cleaner that might ruin the finish. It's obnoxious. Not really something against him, but just any of the companies that are using the QC stickers. Fanstoys being most prominent, and I think the KFC is starting to do it now too. And then he holds his gun like a champ. So yeah, that's the Astrotrain in a nutshell. Let's do a couple size comparisons here. Here he is with the Prime and the Starscream. And yeah, I think he fits right in. He's got this great weight to him. He just feels like a nice, sturdy, big figure. But the problem is that it's not. As I was messing with it, certain things start coming untabbed, and I'm just messing with articulation. I'm not messing with transformation. And things should really stay tabbed in, locked in, especially for the price point. He looks great. I think he looks beautiful. $400 beautiful? No. Do I regret my purchase? No. Do I recommend this purchase? No. Some people are on a tighter budget than I am, and they just, $400 for this can be spent on a lot of other things for a lot of people. A lot of Transformers for $400. You're looking at 2, 3 to 4 masterpiece-sized figures. You're looking at, I believe he was about 300 and he was about 100. So you're looking at a masterpiece Starscream official and Transform Element Optimus Prime. Hell, the MP44 was what, about $400, I think, maybe around 400, I think, maybe 450. But it's like, oh, you could have bought the MP44 with its premium paint and its trailer and all of its accessories for the price of this figure. So, do I recommend paying the late tax on this? I do not. If they get a reissue, then I would recommend picking it up. Especially if you get it from a retailer and you're able to return it if there's problems. Then yes, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. I think this is a beautiful piece and probably one of their better... well, I can't say it's a better one. It's not better than a lot of the other ones. Their Motormaster and all their Stunticons are great. I'm just kind of like looking over at their figures on my shelf and I'm like, it's like all of these guys are pretty good, but I didn't pay the same kind of late tax on them as I did with him. It's like even the Galvatron, he's got his faults, but I'm pretty smitten with it, and I'm not as smitten with this guy. And I think it's because of how much I paid for him. And it's hard to gauge like how I would feel if I would have paid the retail. I don't even know what the retail was. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and find it. Okay, so the 2022 reissue, which I didn't even know they did that, is $198.95. So $200. I spent double that on this guy. So at $200, I would give him a higher score. I just expect more for $400, and for $200, I wouldn't expect as much. But at the same time, I don't think I would forgive all the kibble. At that price point, it's like, I get it. There's only so much you can do, but I don't know, guys. I think. Ultimately, he's good. He's a great figure. And I recommend him. I just don't recommend him at the late tax price. So yeah, I guess that's what I gotta say. If you get the reissue for the $200, then I say I recommend it. But I'm gonna have to give him a 6 out of 10. The price, the fidgetiness, it's not super clean. It hardly comes with any accessories. Some figures come with so many accessories you don't know what to do with it. But one extra face and the chest plate and a gun and a base, it's like cool, but could have come with more. Probably should have come with more. But that's what you get for paying the late tax, and that's why we're doing this video. Is whether or not the late tax was worth it, and I don't think it was. Again, I do not regret this purchase. I'm very happy with this purchase. I want to make that clear. I'm very happy with this purchase, and I will not be purchasing another MP Astrotrain. This is my definitive MP Astrotrain. I'm done. I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it for other people because, like I said, there's other people out there, or most people don't have the same kind of disposable income that I did at the time when I bought this. I do like that chest plate. I think I'm going to leave that on there. I do. I don't know. I mean, you know, I hear the KO is not great either. So I mean, I can't really attest to KO without looking at it. But I mean, like I said, if you can get the reissue for about $200, then go for it. But at $400, can't recommend it. So yeah, I think I'm comfortable with 6 out of 10. If I would have spent $200, it probably would be an 8 out of 10. Honestly, because he's a really beautiful piece, even with the Kibble-y issues. But I do think he's gorgeous. But that price point, it's got to be a factor, right? It has to be a factor. But yeah, if I find the KO for a really cheap price, I might pick it up just so I can do the transformation for you guys. But for now, like I said, I'm good with my purchase. I'm happy with my purchase. I'm going to move on with my life and not think about Astrotrains again, really. Yeah, I guess that's really all I got for him. And yeah.